Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Trigology. Welcome back to the show. This is Jim Hunter Celestin, your host. And today we're going to be talking about Oliver Anthony with his new song. And it's taken the internet by storm. Like the USA is going crazy. The liberals, the conservatives, it's just everywhere. Let's get into it. After Ordine with Try That in a Small Town and Justin Moore with Me, You, and Whiskey. And now it's time for Rich Man North of Richmond by Oliver Anthony, a superstar born overnight. 11 million views in just 6 days. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in the music industry before. Not just the country music industry, but the music industry as a whole. The guy is living in Farmville in Virginia. Plus, I don't know any artist who did this before. Open his first concert by reading the Holy Scriptures. See for yourself.
Righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow, to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that have righteousness than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster, they will not wither. In days of famine, they will have plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed, and they will go up in smoke.
The man got emotional. You can tell it means a lot to him. He could have chose to open with anything but this particular scripture. That should tell you right there where he stands. The guy has 198K subscribers on YouTube and 42 videos of him playing music, like his music, using his phone. That should tell you something. The people that you're not supposed to know exist are hungry for the truth to get out. And they will support anyone who dares to bring the truth out into the light. And Oliver Anthony is one of them. In this music, he is talking about the current state of society, putting an emphasis on the disparities between the working class and the wealthy. He starts his song with the line, quote, "I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for BS pay." Telling you how discontent he is, how exploited that he's feeling, working and working and working to no end, a lack of fulfillment. When he says, quote, "waste my life away." And when he says, living in the new world with an old soul, these rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows, they all just want to have total control. Somebody tell me where's the lie here. They want your firearm. They want your gas stove. They want you to close your pizza restaurant because you're using wood for fire. They want to control the thermostat in your house, your own house. They want you to eat fake meat. Later down the road, they're probably going to want you to eat bugs. The list goes on and on and on. It's a shame to see how whenever somebody's talking about what's going on in this society, it's automatically classified as a white wing thing. That shows you that the left doesn't care about society because they are the authors of what's going on in this society. Some even call it fat phobia viral country song. Again, why? Because he said, quote, "Well, God, if you are 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bag of fudge rounds." And then proceed to say, young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this country does is kicking them down. So you have the time to talk about how he mentioned obese people or milking welfare, but not mention the young men that are taking their lives because of how this society is treating them. You don't care about young men's life. But when somebody mention how people are milking welfare, and if you're a certain weight, it was funny though. It was funny. But it shows you only concerned about what affects you, not the whole society. Some people also say that he doesn't care about sex abuse of children. How can you possibly say something like this? He literally said, quote, "I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere." He literally said that. Not just the one on an island somewhere. That means to me that he wants to look out for every minors. The guy had no big crowd on YouTube, just a small amount of people appreciating his work, and TMZ said that he's doing it for the money. More specifically, they say it appears when white wingers receive something like song they think addresses their grievances, perspectives, and they lean into it. And from the small sample size, we notice it can be effective in the marketplace. Capitalism, baby. It reigns supreme. Now, how can you possibly say something like this when the guy was literally unknown to the world until he releases his first real song? Better yet, if Oliver wanted to be wealthy, he would be wise enough not to put out this song as his first hit. Because this is the type of subject that can get an artist canceled. Especially, well, look at Arden, what he went through. Especially in this situation when he's not a big artist. Easy to be canceled. All I can say is that when they are against you, they are. NBC News says how an obscure country artist viral song became a conservative anthem. Really? Obscure? Really? If you like this song and can relate to it, you are a far-right pundit, as they call you. Rolling Stone says white wing influencers like Matt Walsh just found their favorite country song because the singer in Virginia blasts high taxes and obese people and welfare and appears to be talking about Jeffrey Epstein. The fact that every type of songs that is talking about society get so much traction should tell you the real state of this society. The media wants you to believe that everything is fine. Everything is fine. The media only wants you to be talking about gender, sex orientation. They don't want you to talk about nothing that really matters. Again, thank you for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.